Hello YouTube, so today I'm going to make a video about dealing with self-esteem issues and wanting to be able to pick yourself up to, in order to have a clearer mind, be more clairvoyant, as some might say. So yeah, this is based on my subjective experience and what's helped for me, so it may not work for you, but maybe you can take something from this. Yeah, so as you know from previous videos that I have suffered from depression, but that's an error in itself by saying that. Because if you're going through something and you say you're suffering from it, then you're becoming a victim to it. So instead of saying I am suffering from depression, say I am going through depression, I am experiencing depression. I mean, think about it, depressed, split it up, deep rest, you're just recharging your batteries, it's not a bad thing. Everyone goes through it. And quite often, well, more often than not, you prolong your own depression by giving it power, by labeling it as yourself and not taking responsibility for the things that go on in your life and putting the blame upon something which you feel as though you can't control. Yeah, so that's one thing you've got to do, like take control. Like own your emotions, own who you are, every one of them, and accept them. Don't resist them, because resistance makes stronger. So if you're depressed and you're saying, oh, I don't want to feel like this anymore, I'm giving up and stuff like that, then you're giving more power to depression, and happiness isn't going to come to you based on the law of attraction. Plus, your emotions are like a byproduct of your thoughts. Wait, no. Is that right? No, that's the other way around. No, they work in turn, don't they? So, if you're having bad thoughts, that leads you to have bad emotions. But the bad thoughts and beliefs are simply something that you practice all the time. So you've got to basically try and change your thoughts, and you do this by changing your experience and changing the way you live your life. So if you put in good food into your body, like good energy into your body and mind and stuff like that, then you're going to start noticing that you're having better thoughts. You don't want to say, I want to stop this thought, because it doesn't work like that. That way you create resistance, and pardon me, and I forgot what I was. Sometimes you've just got to be quiet and just stop talking. Stop thinking, just allow. Just allow it all to happen, and just breathe. And just be in the moment, and this is a great way of curing depression. Maybe that little silence right there, which I didn't know what to say of it, and I was trying to resist it. I was trying to think of what I wanted to say, but I noticed quickly that I wasn't helping, so I just stopped thinking, and then you notice the thoughts want to flow through you instead of you forcing them out of yourself. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. It's like your dominant thoughts are simply the ones you practice most and align with most. And your emotions and your thoughts are very interlinked. So if you can try and, well, not try, but if you can manage to align with your core frequency, which is happiness, because we all strive to be happy, don't we, in life? Well, if you can align with that, then the positive thoughts will start coming alongside. And you do this by meditation, all the time. Meditation really does help a lot. It won't solve all your problems, no. But what it'll do is it quietens your mind. It allows you to have more clarity in difficult situations, allowing you not to react upon primal aggression and lash out at things, rather to simply accept it. Be mindful of the feelings that you're going through, whether they be negative or positive. Just be mindful of them and accept them in their own right, and allow them to flow through you freely. When I said freely, I thought of Freely the Banana Girl. She's a vegan YouTuber if you haven't watched her. But yeah. I went swimming today, and that helps you with depression, because got a little theory behind this. The reason most people, I'm not gonna say all people. I got a plan. I'm not gonna say all people, because some people are scared of water. But the reason most people find it relaxing to be in the water and like to feel so free is because before we were born, where were we? Where were we for 9 months? We were in a sack of water. Well, maybe it was water. I don't know. Water stuff. Tea. Water in our mother's womb. A sack of fluids. And that's where we pretty much started off our journey in the human body. I'm not saying our consciousness hasn't been elsewhere before this experience, but in this body, we started it off in water. Water. Grammar, Jesus. Right. Tell them from the northeast, can't you? Right, next point. Another way to make yourself a more happy person is... I've lost it. And again, it comes back to that silent mind thing. Don't try to think of something, because when you're trying, you're blocking it out. You're trying to focus on something which isn't going to come to you as long as you're thinking hard about it. You just got to let it come to you. I got it. You've just got to not take yourself so seriously all the time. Because if you take yourself seriously and things aren't going right, then you're like, what am I doing wrong? Oh my god, it must be me. So then you get kind of like scared, and you create more resistance, and that isn't going to aid you in your journey to becoming your greatest self. So I'm not all here today, I swear down. But I'm happy. That's a good point. I think I need to meditate. Yeah, just don't take yourself so seriously, because there's 7.5 billion other people on this planet going through the same journey of life as you. Whether they go on the same path, that's another story, but why should you take yourself so seriously? Because it sounds depressing, but we're all gonna die one day anyway. So you can use that to your advantage and say, okay, well, I've got this one life in this body, so I might as well enjoy it by having a laugh, laugh at your faults, laugh at the things you do wrong. That way you're not creating resistance when you get mad at yourself for doing them, or you look down on yourself for doing them. You turn it into a humorous thing, and that then in turn will give you a better emotion in the moment. Yeah. Because people sit there and something bad will happen in their life, like the car will break down, or they'll lose the keys, or they'll fall over and cut the knee open, and they'll say, how could this happen to me? Or maybe like they could lose a loved one, and they'd say, why me? How could this happen to me? Why does it always take the best? Or things like that. Lose your sense of entitlement, because you're human just like the rest of us, and the way the world works isn't going to cater to your own specific needs. The universe is going to give you what you need to hear and what you need to feel, not what you want. So yeah, so you've got to align with like universal energy and stuff like that. Anyway, we're like, we were 11 in, but now we're like a bit further than that. So that moment has passed. So I think I'm gonna end the video here, and yeah, I might get back to you in another video at some point. Okay, bye.